All right, y'all. We live. We live. We on the live stream with Freaky Jersey Tales.
Yes,
I'm in
sir.
here in
Yes,
person
sir.
right now. You can see the shoes.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Yep, I'm in.
We in here.
Yeah,
Who say Freaky Jersey Tales can't come to the hood?
for real, for real. Alrighty. Let me see if anybody. All right.
So how you want to do? You want to wait?
Oh, we got two people on. I see two people on the stream.
You want to just start it up, or you want to wait till a couple people come through?
Yeah. Let me know if you guys are here so we can start the conversation.
Come on in. Come on in.
Yeah. Now it's zero. What the fuck? Okay, we can just start it off.
All right. Cool.
Cool,
Cool.
cool.
Man, first of all, I want to say, man, I appreciate you doing this for me, man. And this is dope. This actually my first time meeting a content creator in person.
Oh
So
wow.
this is dope, man.
Nice.
This is dope. For real,
Yeah,
for
I'm
real.
excited, man.
So yeah, man. Can you tell us a little bit about yourself? Where were you born?
Born in Harlem, Harlem, New York, Harlem. Born in Spanish Harlem, so I was born in the projects, filled with crackheads, filled with Cardi B's, the Tatianas. Before Dot ever exists, it was already hoes. That's where I'm from.
Okay. Okay. So
Yep.
pretty much a real rough place.
Yeah, rough plays, projects. Yep, everything.
Okay. All right. You mind telling us your age?
29.
29. Okay.
Yeah.
Still young. Still young.
Yep.
So, how did you come up with the name Chronicles of AJ, and what motivated you to start your YouTube channel?
Oh, okay. So Chronicles of AJ, I had a funny thing is I had started off with my real name, and then I guess before I decided to make content, I decided to change my name at least so I could be somewhat. I don't want to put too much out there, even though they do find out, but it's not revealed too much of my name out there. So I decided to call it Chronicles because I like the name Chronicles of Riddick, like the movie Chronicles of Riddick. So
Oh,
I just
okay.
put Chronicles of AJ as my username on YouTube. Pretty
Okay.
much. Yeah.
So now, when I watch your videos, I see you always talk about working out and staying in shape. What made you heavily get into fitness? Were you always into fitness?
I started off playing football, so from my experience playing football in high school, it makes me. I know it's a difference because I started off very, very introverted. Like I move a lot, and it has a had a big effect on my social life out there. Like losing relationship with friends and girls I've been with. Then I noticed that when I work out, I noticed some change in me, making me more calmer and more like. I noticed the psychology of working out that I didn't think it would be. I think it would be just a chore for me to just work out. But I realized it really made me calm down and made a huge impact on me. So I started off active ever since high school with fitness. And then it's been up and down since there. From overweight to in shape, overweight. So it's been a up and down type thing. So
Okay.
yeah.
So after you get finished working out, what's your favorite post-workout meal?
Post workout meal, water. I like water. I like drinking water and eating small like sandwiches because
Okay.
it's easy to make. So I just put wheat bread, turkey or tuna fish sandwich, and that's it. That's my
Okay.
pre-workout.
Do you do any like pre-workout or anything before you work out?
No, I just drink water and then I just straight work out.
Okay.
Do full body routines and stuff.
Okay. So
Hey, what's up, Traveler Cave? What's up, man? How you doing? What's up?
So you said you were in the Bronx. You were born in the Bronx,
Harlem, Harlem,
Harlem.
Harlem.
Sorry about that.
Yeah.
Okay. Can you tell us how you ended up in New Jersey?
How did I end up in Jersey?
Yeah.
I find opportunities here, so I decided to move here. Plus, the New York City was a bit too much for me, so I decided to move out here in New Jersey.
Okay.
Yeah.
And have you ever been married? Do you have any children?
Never been married, never have children. Fuck no. I was ever since I was a kid, I was always against marriage.
Okay.
I was always against marriage. My mom wanted me to have kids. My dad didn't care, but my mom would pressure me to have kids. Oh, son, you gotta have kids. Look at the family. It's gonna be a beautiful thing for you. You don't want to be alone for that. But long story short, I learned from my family how they go through it, and subconsciously, I think like, I don't want to live like them. I don't want to live as fucked up with their life, arguing and arguing over money, and I have to move this and that, this and that. That's when I'm like, hell no, I'm not about that marriage life. Hell no, you know.
So it pretty much red pills you in a sense.
Yeah, in a sense, and I always been a loner ever since I was a kid. Like from moving a lot has taught me how to detach away from people, not to be too comfortable with people. Like there's a movie called Heat, and he said a great quote that is that, you know, in 30 seconds flat, if you feel the heat around the corner, get out, leave. And that's my philosophy in my life too. When I move, like, oh, if I feel the place is uncomfortable, don't be too comfortable. Leave in 30 seconds flat. If you feel the heat around the corner, just leave. So that was my philosophy.
To live by.
Yeah.
So, was there ever a point in your life where you wanted to have a bunch of children?
Never wanted to have
Never?
kids. Never wanted to have kids. I grew up with I have brothers and sisters, so I understand the outcome of what it's like to have to like be really careful with them and live in a world that's filled with hatred towards heterosexuals. I think we live in a world where everything is going against heterosexuals. Like, you know, if your wife does this, your wife gets rewarded. The husband doesn't get rewarded, or the father doesn't get rewarded. The mother has to get rewarded.
Right.
So I understand from that systematic that it makes me like make the right decision. That is, don't get kids or have family in 2019 at all. Hell no. So
Okay.
that's pretty much.
Makes sense. So, when it comes to MGTOW, everyone has different reasons why they become MGTOW.
Yeah.
Sometimes it's because of horrible breakup. Sometimes it's because of family court. Some men say it was because they've been Me Too'd in the past, and some say they went MGTOW because they seen their friends and family go through a crazy relationship. So, I guess my question is, what made you actually go MGTOW, and how did you find out about the red pill and MGTOW?
Oh, okay. Well, I started out from. It's funny because it's like I always in my entire life been a lone wolf, so to speak. It wasn't before there was the term MGTOW. It was called pretty much socially outcast, social outcast, or he's like loner. Before the word MGTOW came out, and as soon as I saw my cousin, who is a content creator by the name of Baby Blue Ranger, who does interviews with Sandman, TFM, and X Polydoc. I don't know if you're familiar with X Polydoc. He used to be a content creator of MGTOW.
Okay.
So I went to his computer, and then I find in his title it says MGTOW. So I'm like, what the hell is that? What the hell is that? Sound like a Chinese food name. Why is MGTOW all over his video title? So I really went on my computer and looked it up, MGTOW. Then I realized I listened to one video, it was from Sandman. Then I realized this is my life. This is how I feel. Like I love being alone. I love, you know, like just doing my own thing. I don't believe in the whole marriage thing. And I was like, what? Like, where was your guys at when I was 10? Like, I felt like this throughout my whole life. Like,
I feel you, man.
so that's when I started listening to Sandman, Big John, MGTOW's Freedom, my boy Chris Cantu, Miggy 101, known as Men 101. Who else? Those some early content creators I listened to a lot that no longer doesn't make videos of
Okay,
that
so you
term.
pretty much found it early.
Yeah, I find it early. I find it like 4 years ago, 5 years ago. So
Okay.
quite a long time. So that's how I know guys like Chris Cantu, because he's a buddy of mine, because he's been there for a minute here before Red Pill on steroids came through. So yeah.
So, before you decided to go MGTOW, when it came to women, were you ever a simp?
Yes, I was a simp, but not a hardcore simp. It's from my past experience with relationship and high school, ever since high school, because moving a lot has taught me to not get too comfortable with people. Because when I starting school, I'm always just comfortable with the type of friends I want to be with, where I could talk about geeky things, anime, video games. But every time I move, it forces me to talk to new people. And it's mostly girls too, because like at that age, you're starting to see couples going together, and I'm alone. And in my mind, it's like, how come I don't have a girlfriend? I see everybody else have a girlfriend. Before that, I was more into video games, technology. I was more into nerdy, geeky things until as I get in my middle school days, that's when society and my friends was like, how come you should get a girlfriend, man? You should get a girlfriend. And it made me depressed because I didn't even think of girlfriend and all this until I was 13 or 15 or 14 years old.
Right.
You know? I didn't even know what that is until my friend told me that. You know? That's when I go through the phase of talking to girls and getting flaked on as usual, like all men do, getting flaked on by girls. Been through relationships, not that much. Only been through few relationships because I never was the type of person that likes to talk to anybody. I like to talk to people I feel comfortable with, especially a girl. If I don't feel comfortable with a girl, I'm not talking to you. I'm not even gonna sit hard for you. It's like there's no point. If you don't like me, you know, I don't care if you Jennifer Lopez. If you don't like me, I'm wasting my time. You know, I'm wasting my time. So I've been a simp, but I've never been a hardcore simp. I always have a self-conscious mind to think that I don't want to waste my time.
Okay.
You know, I don't want to waste my time. You know, I'd rather have no friends than to have a bunch of fake friends and fake female friends and
Right.
you know and all that stuff. So I always been like very much of a thinker, pretty
So,
much.
so you were kind of more like a semi simp.
Yeah, semi. Basically,
Okay.
that's the term I'm trying to figure out. Yeah, semi. Yeah, I did brought a flower on Valentine's Day to a girl that I just met like 2 times in high school. But other than that, I just really I don't like putting my energy in people. That's the thing about me. I don't like putting my energy in people. Like, I'm good at reading energy. Like, if I feel like you're not giving me enough energy back, I'm always like, okay, you do your thing, I do my thing, and that's it. And I just remain quiet and hang out with my homies. I mostly hang out with my homies most of the time.
So you
Because-
didn't do anything crazy like no hardcore simping type
No.
stuff, just like
Well, hardcore
like,
sipping I did was in my story in my video. I spent $80 on a girl that I don't know, and the reason I sent is because I was thinking of I would get laid that day.
Right.
Because my cousin is known to get more girls than I do, and my other cousin do. So I was hooking him up. I was like, "Oh, I got the free crib." I think I told you this in my video. I had a free crib one time. And I was telling him, "Yo, I have the free crib. You know any girls that you will bring where I don't have to spit game? You do all the game, and you know we get pussy from here." He's like, "Yeah, I got you, cuz I got this beautiful joy." He showed me pictures. I was like, "My nigga, bring her to my house. We have the free crib, right?" But my cousin sipped the hardest, and I simped too because I spent $80 on him. It was movies. Back then, popcorns, it was still expensive. Sodas, popcorns, everything else. So I spent $80 on him.
wow.
On a girl that I just met.
Right.
You know, I don't know her. You know.
Okay.
Then the girl reject him. He rejected him in front of me and my other cousin because we had this idea of bringing her, and it was just 2 of us in the crib. Like, oh, you know, she get down like that, right? You know, she get down. I'm thinking, oh, she get down. Oh, okay, okay, bring it to my house. But it didn't happen that way. It's my cousin had a weak game at that time, so.
So what ended up happening? They just left.
She said the words, "I got to go. I got to go." That's what she said. I got to go. So I was looking at my cousin and was like, "Yo, cuz, what the fuck just happened?" It's like, "Oh man, I don't know." And then I stopped talking for 6 months. I was like, "Yo, you motherfucker. You made me spend $80 on you and I'm not getting pussy. What happened?" So ever since then, I stopped talking for 6 months, and then he went to the army. That's the one he was telling me about. He went to the army, and after he finished the army, he's no longer the pimp, the player guy that he was before. Now he's like, it's like he's married 40 years ago, and he's same age as me. He was like, I don't have time to talk to no girls. I'm with my wife. He's a different person after the army.
Right.
That's why I never go to the army. My parents was like, "Oh, you should go to the army." I'm like, "Look at my cousin,"
Right.
you know.
Okay.
So yeah, that's about it.
So when most men take the red pill, they usually go through a stage of red pill rage because they realize everything that they were taught was a lie. Have you ever went through that red pill rage stage?
Red pill wage. Short term. Why short term? But not on some like I hate jigs or whatever. Not on some type stuff, but it's more on like I wouldn't say red pill rage, more on the black pill side. I always think of a more pessimistic view on women in the world. So that's when the rage comes from. Where it's like, man, it's over for me. I'm not getting as much chick as I was before until I started to listen to guys Red Pill and MGTLW. That's when it make me feel like, wow, I'm not so alone. Like, because I was thinking there's something wrong with me. Is either my social skills whack, my looks is whack. What is it about me that I'm not getting enough attention from women like I
Right.
did when I get lucky? Then I realize that I come to the conclusion is that it's society that's brainwashing women to dislike men for no apparent reason, but to be in competition with them. That's why you see so many women are working because they're in competition with their gender and with opposite sex. It shouldn't be like that,
Right.
you know?
Right. Right.
So that's where I come to the conclusion that it's really society that's brainwashing them. And it's not my fault. It's not all men's fault. It's society is just fucking them up, pretty much. So that's about it.
Okay. So now me being a MGTOW and being in the community, I noticed that, in my opinion, most men aren't monks. But you consider yourself a MGTOW monk, correct?
Yeah, 3 years. Yeah, 3 years.
Okay.
But I tell in my videos that I'm open minded to say I won't be monk forever. Ever since I got to the gym, now I'm getting attention from women. Now, but if I look at back in my younger years, I got lucky, but it wasn't that much attention before. It's when I got older and started taking care of myself, a little change here and there. That's when I was like, whoo-ha, now I'm the most popular kid in school now.
I hear you.
It's like, where you been at? I'm at the age, I'm 29 now. Where you been at? I'm 29. Where the fuck were you bitches been when I was freaking high school? I'm 29 now. Now I'm going my own way. I don't give a fuck about you no more.
Right.
That's it.
So everyone that claims to be a MGTOW monk seems to have their own set of rules.
Yeah.
Some say you aren't allowed to have sex with a woman ever again. Some say that you could have sex with a woman one time and then dump her. And I even heard guys say that if you have a conversation with a female, you can't be a monk. And some guys say that you can't fully be monk if you don't go off grid and move away from society. So let me ask you, what's your definition of a MGTOW monk? And what does being a monk mean to you?
Okay, I can say this is that I'm the kind of person where I don't like to dick police people. Like, whatever you want to do with your dick, you could do with your dick. That's the same thing goes for the NoFap community, because there's a lot of people in the NoFap community that just dick policing people, say, oh, you fap, you go to hell, you're a sin, you're a devil, oh, I'm better than you, son. I've been NoFap for 365 days. I'm better than you, son. I get more pussy than you. So that right there shows it's competition rather than just a personal lifestyle and stuff. Like, I don't care if a person is monk or not. What I care about is you being safe. You don't have to go through divorce court or anything. That's what's most important. And getting me too, pretty much. So with me, I monk for 3 years. It wasn't easy. It was easier when I was young and didn't get any attention from women until I started working out and looks wise improved and height, because I was short. Before I wasn't born tall, I was short. So now I'm at a decent height. It's like now it's like, oh, okay, I'm getting some attention here and there. But back in my younger years, I felt like a TFL. It's like, whoa, like, you know?
Right. So how did you stay on your path as a monk? Because you have, plenty of girls throwing themselves at you. We
Yeah.
always joke around when we see you on
Yeah.
live stream.
But the good thing about it is it's not that often. It's usually mostly like either at a gym, because at a gym, all the girls, they don't really work out at a gym. It's just like they're just there like a nightclub. But, most of the time, everybody ignores me. And that's how I like it. It's only once in a blue moon occasion that's when I'm getting touched from women. And I don't like to brag, but it's just like, it's just nature. It's just how it is. So.
Right, I hear you.
But the good thing about being monk is it don't have to be like a forever lifestyle. It could be more of like I just want to be safe, and it teaches me that not to get too comfortable with people. Same thing
Okay.
with friendship and all that stuff. So
Okay.
that's what I like about it.
So what's your take on going off grid? And you ever plan to move off grid?
Off grid. The thing is, I like to make businesses that make money off of it. So off grid would kind of like make me lose my entrepreneurship mentality way from off grid, because you're pretty much moving away from money and businesses that's going around, basically what it is. But I think really off grid is really perfectly good for if you're like older and you're like retired and you're at the age where you have everything, you've been through experiences, and you're at the age where you're ready to be fully retired. Then yeah, I would suggest going off grid. But if you're young, you have energy, I wouldn't recommend going off grid until you're like established enough for off grid.
Okay.
Yeah.
So is there anything else you want to accomplish in life? Do you have any future goals that you would like to achieve?
Okay, my future goal is to not be sick. Not be married. Not be married. That's my accomplish. So I would never get married. Okay. Staying away, not getting me too. That's my accomplishment. Not getting me too. Not getting Tatiana's be like, oh, I'm pregnant, but no, bitch, I'm celibate. I haven't fucked with you. That's my accomplishment. And to be happy. That's my accomplishment.
Right, right. So
And stay rich, bitch. Stay rich.
so speaking of so speaking of marriage and having children and all that, there's some guys that's in the manosphere that they say if the laws change in favor of men, they would consider going back to the plantation. How about you?
No, I'm allergic. I'm allergic to marriage. I'm allergic to the plantation, Like I'm the kind of person where once a girl talk, it's like bad breath. If I smell the bad breath, I'm moving away. So if I hear things like, they ask me simple questions like, oh, what job do you do? I leave. You ask me what job I do, I leave. The conversation ends.
True, true.
Yeah. Or they look at me in a way like oh, I'm not at a certain height, or they give you that suspicious look. The conversation ends.
Real talk.
That's it. That's it. You're a ghost. That's it. So it's that simple. You gotta be detached. Detached. Once you learn how to be detached, you're good. You're good.
True, true.
Yeah. You don't have to say, oh, I'm MGTOW, but you don't have to know that. It's like, okay, is the energy going somewhere? Am I feeling comfortable with you? If not, get the fuck out. That's it.
True. So when it comes to MGTOW red pill content,
Yeah.
who are some of the people that you like to watch? Some of the content creators.
Whoo, wow, a lot. I like Hammerhand, Mr. Forma. I like Sandman's video, even though sometimes I have a feeling he has something going on in the background. I'm very suspicious of him. But yeah, I like Sandman. I was a big fan of Chris Cantu when he make videos. He was one of my favorites out there. He was a really cool guy, very smart guy, and had brave enough to show his face, because it took a lot of balls to have an online presence and to show his face, and not having a home, living off his car. It's just like a struggle. Chris Cantu. So he was one of my favorites. Big John, MGTOW's Freedom was one of my favorite. When he had that whiteboard, because every time I watch his video, it feels like you're taking a course. it's like an education
Right.
rather than just, you know, just entertainment. It's education. So he have a whiteboard and explain, this is what happens when you buy a house. This is what happens when you wife a chick. Oh, how much is the estimate of prostitute versus wife? It was so genius. It says like it's like a college course. Like, whoa, that's like a genius way to present a knowledge out
Right.
there. So yeah, I like his videos a lot. Black Ram 3 on 3, I love his videos a lot. He's one of my favorite. He's not MPT or W, he's more Idmore, IBMOR. But he's about spreading knowledge and tell people to be careful out there and you know, stay away from Tatiana, stay away from, you know, most modern chicks, most modern women, all kinds of
Right.
Tatianas, you know? So just stay away. So that's what I like about his content. Renegade 101, I like, even though he's more on the black pill side of things, but he's a very smart guy and he's really like see things for what it is that's more than female nature, such as conformity, jobs, and you know, life itself
Right.
and stuff. So he's one of my favorites too. Renegade number one. So yeah.
Okay. So speaking of showing your face, a lot of MGTOW content creators, including myself,
Yeah.
don't show our face on camera for various reasons.
Yeah.
Some people lost their jobs and their businesses because of making MGTOW videos showing their face. But you show your face on your channel.
Yeah.
What made you make the decision to show your face on your channel?
Well, the funny thing is, I always show my face because I'm just because I don't because I like to show personal connection with others rather than hiding behind an avatar, even though it's a risk. But that's because because I'm not working for anybody. If I was working for somebody, yeah, I would, you know, have an avatar. Or if it's a job I don't like, I would show my face. But if it's something like a high paying job, I wouldn't show my face. But I would still spread the knowledge because I find this community and I find that it resonates with me because I always been a loner and been like, yo, I resonate with that knowledge. It's almost like seeing a brother of you. Like, whoa, I'm like that as well. I see women as, you know, they're just crazy out there. A lot of modern women are crazy out there. So yeah.
What's up?
So and I'm against marriage. I'm really 100% against marriage. I even told my father about this. He understand that. Like, yo, I understand you're against marriage. I was like, yeah, I'm against marriage. I hate marriage. Because marriage to me, it's never like natural. Like, look at animals. Does animals got marriage? There's when the lion female and the lion males get together. Is there marriage where the government has to sign a contract to tell if they're in love and to take property? No, animals don't have that. So that's why I'm against marriage. It's never been like a natural thing. It's society made. Marriage is society made. It's never like a natural way of marriage. So that's why I'm against it. It's stupid. It's conformity basically.
Right.
That's what it is. You know.
Right.
It's like you can't leave a bitch. You gotta ask the court if you could leave a bitch. Like, no, fuck that. I'm gonna do what the animals did. Get the fuck out of my tent. Get the fuck out of my tent. You're not bringing no court here. Get the fuck out of my tent. That's it.
I hear you, man.
Yeah.
In the past, I was told that a MGTOW content creator got attacked by a feminist out in public because she recognized him from YouTube.
Oh wow.
And since you show your face, when you go out in public, did anybody ever recognize you from YouTube?
No, not at all. Not at all. Nope, not at all.
Okay, that's good.
Not at all. Not at all. But I have subscribers, of course, you see, are females. Surprisingly, watch my videos. That's the funny part. Surprisingly, watch my videos. Maybe because of entertaining as fuck for some reason, or because I'm not such a crazy, hardcore, whatever they seem like. Because I'm more of like a calm, cool, calm, collected type person. But I like spreading knowledge and telling people that, yo, don't get married. And if you date this chick, this is what happens. you know,
Right.
just to be on the safer side. But yeah, it seemed like I'm kind of likable, but then at the same time, I'm not likable. So yeah.
So, even though simps outnumber MGTOW men by a wide margin, I see that MGTOW is growing rapidly.
Yeah.
There's men from all over the world going MGTOW. How do you think the MGTOW red pill philosophy will impact society in the next 20 years?
I say it might be less than 20 years. I think they might make a huge impact probably in the next 5 years. Because the way you see it's going down is with everything is separate now. It's lesbian. Wait, first it's heterosexual, and then lesbian is becoming big these days. Like every most common girl that you ever dated is either a bisexual or there's something else. You know, they have a sexual phase where it's not just the opposite sex. They have sex with the same gender. So even the girls you're dating with. So we come into a phase where a lot of people are confused with who they are.
Right.
Like women don't know if they're women, men don't know if they're men. You know, they go to the bathroom, they say, which bathroom do I go to? A men's bathroom or a women's bathroom? We live in that kind of world right now.
They
Where it's simple
identify as a
yeah.
rattlesnake.
Yeah. Like, oh, you know, I remember I met this one guy, he was like, since I have a dick, which bathroom do I have to go to? And he's gay too, but it's like who I know if you're gay or not, that even a gay person would know which bathroom they have to go to. You know? So we live in those kind of world where people don't know who they are. So it's like not only straight guys are in trouble, but everybody in general, gay, lesbian, they all in trouble because they don't know who they are. They don't know who they are.
Right.
That's the problem. Yeah.
So I noticed sometimes you share videos on your page from people that consider themselves black pilled. Do you consider yourself black pilled or just red pilled?
Good question. I am, in a way, I understand it and resonate with it, but I consider myself mixed with red pill slash MGTOW, even though I don't mention a lot of it in my videos. Mostly, usually red pill ish or MGTOW ish, but I am a mixture of both because I think it's important to understand more than female nature, just everything in the world, including jobs, how money was made, personality, society, and all that. I think that's a lot more important, such as food, red pill when it comes to food, like why there's GMO in the food, what's the setup, what's the reason behind it, so and stuff like that.
Okay.
So that's why I like red pill. Red pill, it's more than female nature. MGTOW is more like stay away from women and all that stuff. But I feel like if you mix up with red pill, it's like a bigger knowledge, a bigger picture of the whole world of what's really going on.
Right.
So that's what I like about it.
Okay. Now, me myself, I also watch some black pill content creators as well, and one thing that bothers me is that some black pill content creators talk about taking their own lives because there's no point to life.
Yeah.
What's your message to the people out there that might be listening to this that are contemplating suicide?
Okay. First off, if you feel like you're depressed, check who you're friends with. That's the first thing. So if it's including your wife, your girlfriend, your homies, check your friends before you go to the doctor or claim you're depressed. Check your friends. If your friends ain't right, if your chicks ain't right, get the fuck out. Just leave. You know, you could be broke or whatever. Just leave. Just leave, and try to do things to like look up the good things in life. You know, beyond just your situation, because understand that everybody go through the same thing you go through, whether it's losing a job, losing girlfriends, losing wives, losing all this. Everyone go through it. We all humans. We're not Superman. Even rich people, you know. Jeff Bezos right now is losing a lot of money. He made Amazon, and he's going through divorce. And you're thinking like, wow, I want to be rich like him. Yeah, but if you're gonna replace your life and be rich like him, guess what? He doesn't have red pill knowledge. So if he had red pill knowledge and richness, yeah, I'll envy the guy, but
Right.
he doesn't. So you're basically living broke, but pretending to be rich when you're really not. Rich has to be both, not just your bank account, but also in life, your mindset. When it comes to girls, you're rich in life. Like you can like say, "Fuck you, bitch. I'm not marrying you, bitch." That's rich to me. That means you're rich to me. If you could say to a girl, "Get the fuck out of my house," that means you're rich. Or you say, "No, I'm not marrying any of you girls." That means you're rich. To me, you know. If you
Right.
can say no to marriage, you're rich in my book. But if you're a rich person and you want to be married, you're not rich. To me, you're not rich.
Right.
You're just temporarily rich until you get Me Too and divorced by the law. That's why I don't envy a lot of rappers, a lot of simp rappers, a lot of rich people, because most rich people are simps. They're not rich. And they're not rich. To me, they're not. The rich people are the ones that are not married. They rich. That's to me. So that's it. Yeah.
So that's pretty much all the questions I have for today. And once again, man, I appreciate you doing this with me. This gonna be on my podcast too. So anybody on my podcast that's listening, can you tell them where they can find your channel?
Yeah, it's Chronicles of AJ, just Chronicles of AJ, and you'll be able to find me there, Chronicles of AJ. Yeah, you'll send me a picture of me with the glasses and black and white.
Any BitChute or anything like that?
BitChute, yeah, Chronicles of AJ, same name, Chronicles of AJ. I just started recently uploaded. Funny day, 2 days ago, of my old videos.
Okay.
Yeah,
okay.
because of the October 10th, the Koopa thing, so I started uploading a little bit more. So
All right, cool.
and stuff. But the crazy thing is, I don't know if I'm gonna do this forever. It's more like a self evaluation type of thing, more like a self talk
Right.
type of thing. When I make videos, it's like I'm self talking myself. It's like I'm my own therapy when I make videos
Right.
and stuff like that. So for those, if you don't see me do this forever, just know that it's because I'm just doing this self talk wise, and you can pretty much reach me in anything. So
Okay.
yeah.
But yeah, that's it, man.
Alrighty, so hope you guys enjoyed the interview, and dang, wow, I'm getting a lot of messages I missed.
Who we got in the chat?
We got, my boy Elevin, we got Double I, Orange Tango. This guy, Orange Tango, is always here. Oh, Yamjoy Studio
Shout out to
Style.
everybody in the chat.
Shout out to everybody in the chat. Hope y'all guys enjoy my rant. I talk shit on subjects. And who else we got? Traveler K, DJ Disco D, my boy. Yeah, pretty much.
What up, y'all?
All right. So the guys say awesome interview. All right, appreciate it, man. Thank you.
Appreciate it.
Appreciate it. Now y'all guys know my backstory. Y'all guys better pay me for doxing myself. I'm joking. Alright, say, hey, Freaky, you got some busted shoes, son.
You worried about another man's shoes? RSA the faggot.
What's up, Blind? Blind Assassin is here. Blind Assassin, my boy Blind Assassin is here. What's up, man? He's laughing. All right, so this was a great review. Hope you guys enjoyed. I'm about to end this stream. I'm sure you got things to do. You busy?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
All right, no problem. So hope you guys enjoy the interview. I'll catch you guys later. Peace.
Peace, y'all. God dang, time went by fast.